completed the first chapter. In the first chapter, 5 mantras are popular or important. 3, 10, 11, 12, 15. And now the second chapter is having discussion on the topic of yoga. Ashtanga Yoga. And it is called Ashtanga Yoga because it has got 8 limbs. Yama, certain don'ts called yama, means withdrawal from certain activities. That is called yama. Yama is a nivrutti pradhana, means predominance is of withdrawal. Yama. Niyama, certain observances, doing certain things. In Yama, we generally talk about 5 yamas: Ahimsa, Satya, Brahmacharya, Asteya, Aparigraha. Ahimsa, non-violence. Satya, truthfulness. Brahmacharya, celibacy or having the mastery over the organs, and especially the physical relationship, the relationship with the other gender with regard to that certain discipline. That is called Brahmacharya. And Brahmacharya has got wider meaning. This disciplines to be followed by a Vedanta student or Veda student. Brahmacharya has got that meaning. Gurukula Vasa Lakshanam Brahmacharya. And Asteya, non-stealing, and Aparigraha, non-accumulation. These are called Yamaha. Niyama means something to be observed. Shauchaha, purity. Santoshaha, contentment. Tapaha, the penance, austerity. Swadhyaya. Swadhyaya has got both the meanings. One is the studying the scriptures and also doing the japa. Shaucha, Santosha, Tapaha, Swadhyaya, Ishvara Pranidhanam, surrender to Ishvara, doing all the karmas as an offering to Ishvara and receiving the result as prasada. This is Ishvara Pranidhanam. So Yamaha, Niyamaha. Then Asanam, Sthira Sukham Asanam. Asanam means a steady, comfortable posture. Some people think that if some stretch is there, some pain is there, then only it is asana. But really speaking, sthira, asanam is a posture which is steady and comfortable. The idea is that when you sit for meditation, you take that posture which is steady and comfortable, so that your mind does not go to your body again and again. If posture is not steady and is not comfortable, every now and then you will be changing the posture. And therefore, sthira sukham asanam. Then, pranayamaha. Tasmin sati, when you steadied your asana, then swasha prashwasayoho gati vichchedaha. So, we lengthen our breathing, inhalation and exhalation in a particular manner, so that we have mastery over the prana, and prana is connected with our mind. Therefore, prana is regulated, the mind is regulated. And thus, the fourth step is pranayama. Yama, niyama, asana, pranayama. Pratyahara. means withdrawal of the sense organs from distracting sense objects. And especially when you are sitting for meditation, withdrawal of the organs from all objects. Withdrawal of the indriyas, Dhanendriyas and Karmendriyas, especially Dhanendriyas, means organs of perception, from all objects. That is called pratyahara. Then dharana, deshabandha chittasya dharana. Focusing the mind on a particular place or particular object is called dharana. Just focusing first. Bringing the mind to a particular point or object of meditation, that is called dharana. And tatra pratyekatanata dhyanam. And where you are focused initially, there you continue to maintain your mind in that particular place or that particular object. You continue to maintain the flow of thoughts centered on the object of meditation. That is called dhyanam. And that dhyanam alone, when it is becoming mature, it is called samadhi. Tadeva swarupa shunyam eva arthamatra nirbhasaha samadhi. So, where this mind is getting absorbed, the absorption of the mind in the object of meditation is called samadhi. So, mature state of dhyanam is samadhi. And these 8 yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. These 8 are called angas, the limbs. Limbs for what? This ashta, these 8 are limbs for what? There many people have this problem. Ashta anga, 8 limbs. Limbs of what? They are limbs to nirvikalpa samadhi. So the anga bhuta samadhi, 8th limb is savikalpa samadhi, where the division of the meditator and the meditated is there, is still cognized. And that savikalpa, it is called savikalpa samadhi. That savikalpa samadhi is the anga subservient to, contributor to this nirvikalpa samadhi, where the division of dhyaya and dhyata, meditator and the object of meditation is resolved. So this is called this Ashtanga Yoga. And this Ashtanga Yoga is useful for getting siddhi, those who want special experiences, some visions. Here also in 2nd chapter is talked about. And also useful for Krama Mukti. But for Vedanta student, it is not required in a very intense measure. Vedanta student needs yama and niyama. That those yamas and niyamas are very useful for Vedanta student as well. And asanam should be good enough so that 1 hour in the class he or she can sit comfortably. Otherwise there will be distraction. So they talk about asana siddhi. Asana siddhi means remaining in the same posture for some period of time. Now what is that period? Some people call it as a 45 minutes, 1 muhurta, 48 minutes. That is a little attainable. But some acharyas, they say 3 hours. 3 hours you should be able to sit in the same posture, according to some. So anyway, we will take this first mild version we'll take, so that we have feeling, 48 minutes only I can sit. So asana siddhi, it is useful. Pratyahara, pranayama, also every day doing pranayama is very useful. It helps your mind to be calmed down. And withdrawal of the sense organs, that are also useful. And every day doing some dhyanam is very useful. Many people have difficulty in sitting for meditation. And generally what happens, when once or twice you sat and either you felt very sleepy and you fall down, your head fall down on the table or something. That type of thing can happen. It had happened to me also, so I remember. So you don't feel bad if it has happened to you. So if you have not got enough sleep, all these things can happen. And therefore what happens? Either I was feeling sleepy or mind was wandering all over. And therefore what you think? Anyway, sitting is useless. That is the thinking of many people. But still, it would be nice just to sit for 15 minutes. If you can't sit for half an hour, 15 minutes, even 15 minutes is too much. I would say start with 5 minutes. Just sit and observe your breath, prana vikshanam, and do some mental japa. This is doable or not? Is it doable? Just first deep breath, first relax your body, deep breath, and watch your breath, normal breath, and do some japa. 5 minutes you start. But let this meditation have a place in your routine. Having this item in the routine is very important. ये हिंदी में कहते हैं नजरों से गिराना ना, means please don't drop me from your sight. So this meditation also is telling, please don't drop me from your routine. 5 minutes you do. And if 5 minutes you do for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, then you will get some absorption, some confidence you will get. Then you increase it to 7 minutes. For 2 weeks, 3 weeks you increase. Just 2 minutes you increase. And you set alarm also. 7 minutes. I'm just telling for those who have difficulty. Some of you might be meditating for hours together. For them, this is not applicable. But there are people I know. They say, Swamiji, I am doing everything, but meditation is not happening. There are people. There are some other people, Swamiji, meditation alone is happening, study is not happening. So there are also yogis are also there. Both required. So slowly you increase. So for Vedanta student also, this Ashtanga Yoga as sadhana is useful. Should not look down upon. Alright. Now, the Vidya Adhyaya, some mantras from 8 to 13 talk about this yoga. Before that, 1 to 7 is this Vidya Adhyaya has got 17 mantras. 1 to 7 mantras are in the form of prayers and importance of yoga, mental discipline. So significance of the mastery and prayers to Bhagavan for giving the mind which is fit for meditation. Giving the mind which is available for meditation. And this prayer is specially done to Surya Devata. In our tradition, Surya Devata is considered very important. So Paramatma looked upon as Surya Devata is prayed to in 1 to 7 mantras. Then 8 to 13 yoga related details are given. In that, what is proper posture, Trirunnatam, our head, our neck and our trunk should be in the same line. So proper posture, withdrawing the sense organs, withdrawing the mind, what is proper place for meditation, all those details are given in this 8 to 13 mantras. And also focusing the mind on the object of meditation. And then certain details about the indication of your progressing in meditation, especially yoga based meditation, yoga sadhana, rupa dhyanam. So when you are following a particular practice of meditation in a very intense manner, not half an hour, 10 minutes, wala. For that it is not there. But as you progress, then there are some incidental indicators and benefits. They are also talked about under this topic from 11 to 13, where the benefits of doing this intense yoga and also certain vision, you will have certain, you will see in your meditation, Surya, Chandra, Vidyut, the fog, etc. What are the things you will be seeing? Some visions you will be seeing, that will be given. And also the benefit in the form of having light body. Your body will be light. So yogi is if is a what is called full-fledged yogi, then he will not be very fat. The yogi, one who is practicing yoga well, is a lagukayam. And there will be some fragrance from his body. All these these are described as incidental benefits. We are not, don't worry, Swami, I am meditating, but fragrance doesn't come. These are incidental benefits talked about. So that is the topic from 8 to 13. This is one more speciality of Shveta Upanishad. I have been telling some speciality. One speciality of this Upanishad is, it talks about Sopadika and Nirupadika, means Rupam of Paramatma. Sopadika Rupam, Nirupadika Swarupam of Paramatma. Paramatma with his adjuncts, or Paramatma with some medium of manifestation, that particular description is there, and Paramatma without those media of manifestation, that description also is there. Now especially Vishwarupa Nirupanam, Paramatma as all, Paramatma having the cosmic body, what it means for Paramatma, what is the description of that Vishwarupa, that is the speciality of Shveta Upanishad. So Vishwarupa Nirupanam, the presentation of cosmic form of the Lord, is the first speciality. Second speciality is repeated emphasis on Paramatma Jnanena Moksha. Second speciality. And third speciality is the more description, detailed description related to yoga, which is not seen so much in other Upanishads. So that is the third speciality. Thus, the mantra 8 to 13 talk about yoga. Then again, from 14 to 17, Upanishad comes back to the topic of Brahma Jnana, saying that the yoga sadhana itself will not get you moksha. Yoga sadhana is meant for preparing you for Brahma Jnana. So the purpose of yoga sadhana is Jnana Yogyata. That is how Vedanti looks upon yoga sadhana. Yoga sadhana is meant for preparing the person for Brahma Jnana. And having got the preparedness from Ashtanga Yoga, not satisfied fully with the Ashtanga Yoga, not finding complete fulfillment in the practice of yoga, person comes to Vedanta. And when a person has practiced Ashtanga Yoga well, then for that person, Brahma Jnanam will be very easy. Walk over. He doesn't have to study a lot. Highly prepared person. Ashtanga Yoga, if it is practiced well, then person will take very little time in the pursuit of knowledge. It's like a dry matchbox and matchstick. If matchstick and matchbox are dry, in one strike fire comes. In monsoon, sometimes it is wet. Then what? How many times you try, nothing happens. Matchbox also gone, stick also gone. So similarly, that Ashtanga Yoga makes the person so prepared that he will get Dhanam. And that is discussed again from 14 to 17. Where Paramatma Swarupam is described and Jnanena Mokshaha, that topic is again highlighted. So 1 to 7 is the prayers, 8 to 13 is yoga related topics, and 14 to 17 again Brahmagyanam, for which Ashtanga Yoga is the preparatory means. That is how it is discussed. And from this second chapter, we have taken two mantras, important mantras. So we will read those mantras. I will read first the fifth mantra of the second chapter, which is there in your book. So now onwards, Anvaya is stopped. Only this mantras I will explain. Yujevam Brahma Purvyam Namo Bihi. Yujevam Brahma Purvyam Namo Bihi. Vishloka Etu Patyeva Surehe. Vishloka Etu Patyeva Surehe. Shunvantu Vishve Amrutasya Putraha. Shunvantu Vishve Amrutasya Putraha. आये धामानि दिव्यानि तस्थुः आये धामानि दिव्यानि तस्थुः ब्रह्मपूर्वं नमो बिहि विश्वोपहेतुपत्येव सूरेः शृण्वन्तु विश्वे अमृतस्य पुत्राः आये धामानि दिव्यानि तस्थुः. As we have seen while seeing the summary of the second chapter, that 1 to 7 mantras are in the form of prayer, expression of wish of a seeker. And here a seeker is addressing his mind and buddhi, mind and intellect, mind and buddhi, mana and buddhi. So, one English and one Sanskrit. So, Manaha and Buddhi. And very beautifully he says, Yuje Vam Brahma Purvyam. Yuje means I connect. Vam, both of you. Vityad Vivachanam. I connect both of you. Both of you means what? Buddhi and Manaha. The intellect and the mind. To what? Brahma. May I unite my mind and intellect to Brahma. Purvyam. What type of Brahma? Brahman which was there earlier, ancient, Anadi. I unite my mind and intellect to beginningless Brahma. How? Namo Bihi. Through salutations. The Namaha word is indeclinable also, and Namaha is Napumsakalinga also. Namaha, Namasi, Namamsi. That forms are there. So here Namo Bihi, Tritiya Bahuvachanam. Namo Bihi. So I unite you, mind and intellect, to Paramatma with the help of these salutations. And here salutations are in the form of verbal prayers. So stotrehi, through the praise, the verses, the mantras of praise like Purusha Suktam, Rudram, Namo Bihi, Vachika Namo Bihi, through the mantras of prayers. And further he says that let my prayers or let our chanting of prayers spread all over. Let the glory of the Lord be known to all. And therefore he says, Vi etu. Here we have to little bit separation we have to do. Which shlokaha etu is there? So we have to say shlokaha vi etu. Vietu it will become. Let this shloka, let the glory of the Lord sung by us, vietu, spread all over. So let the glory of the Lord, which we are singing, be spread all over. Vivida etu, vietu. Let it spread in different places. So shlokaha vietu. This is typical of this Samhita, the mantra portion. They will have such type of structure. And he gives the example. Like what? Pati eva surehe kirtihi. Like the fame of Surehe, great person. Like the fame or the glory of a great person, Surehe. Who is Pati eva vartamanaha. We have to supply Pati eva vartamanasya. Who is remaining in the right path. So, just as the glory of a great person, noble person spreads all over. And who is the great person? Pati eva vartamana. One who is remaining in the right path. One who is remaining in the path sought by the Vedas. Vaidika marge vartamanasya surehe kirtihi iva. So like the fame of a noble person who is following the right path spreads all over, similarly this glory of the Lord which we are singing spread all over. And here one important thing is the prayer is, may my mind and intellect be connected to Paramatma. What is the meaning of that? In Bhagavad Gita also similar idea is there. Mayyeva mana adarsva mayi buddhim niveshaya. In the 12th chapter. Mayi arpita mano buddhi. Same. So here, what is the meaning of uniting, connecting our mind and intellect to Bhagavan, Paramatma? Manaha stands for sankalpa, desires. And buddhi stands for nishchaya, determination, decision, ascertainment. So let my mind be united with the Lord, remain connected with the Lord, means let my all desires be connected to Paramatma. Means let my all desire have some connection with Paramatma Prapti. I want to go to that camp. What for? Not for fun. I want to go to that camp. Desire. For what? For getting the knowledge which will make me be one, discover oneness with Paramatma. I want this particular book. Desire. For what? Getting the knowledge of Paramatma. So, let all my desires be connected to Paramatma. And also, let my all emotions also be connected to Paramatma. My love, whatever feelings I have, I direct it to Paramatma. When my love for people is there, I see people as a manifestation of Ishvara. Seeing them Ishvara, I give my love. Seeing them Ishvara, I express my care. So let all my emotions, my desires be connected to Paramatma. And buddhi is connected with Paramatma means let my buddhi have got this conviction that Paramatma Prapti alone is the ultimate goal of life. And that Paramatma Prapti is by Jnanam. Let there be ascertainment in this manner. So having right ascertainment regarding Paramatma Prapti is called uniting the buddhi with Paramatma. So let my mind and intellect be united with Paramatma, and let my mind and intellect keep on appreciating the glory of Paramatma. And he says, our singing the glory of Paramatma should reach even heaven. Let it be so loud that it reach even heaven. And therefore he say, Shunvantu Vishwe Amrutasya Putraha. Amrutasya Putraha. This is a nice expression. The children of immortality or immortal Hiranyagarbha. So Amrutasya Putraha, Vishwe means all. So Amrutasya Putraha, Vishwe means all. Shunvantu, let them listen. Let the Amrutasya Vishwe Amrutasya Putraha Shunvantu. Let all the Devatas, may all Devatas listen to these prayers which we are doing. And who are those Devatas? Ye Divyani Dhamani Atastuhu. Atastu means reside. Those who reside where? In Divyani Dhamani, celestial worlds. So those Devatas who are residing in the celestial worlds, may they listen to our prayers. So here, this verse is selected, one because of this Amrutasya Putraha expression is very popular. Swami Vivekananda made it more popular. Amrutasya Putraha. It is a good expression. If we are addressed as Amrutasya Putraha, then we can feel good about ourselves. Instead of saying that Papasya Putraha, you are children of sin. What type of esteem you have? When you say you are children of sin, oh Papi, that's how they address some religion. We don't address this, Amrutasya Putraha. So for that, and also the prayer of uniting our mind and intellect to Paramatma. Alright. So this is the representative of these prayers which are given in the 7 mantras. Then the next mantras which we have selected is the 15th mantras. And as I said, 14 to 17 is again the topic of Brahmajnanam, for which alone the Ashtanga Yoga is to be practiced. So the goal of Ashtanga Yoga is Brahmajnana Yogyata, the fitness for Brahmajnanam. And what is that Brahmajnanam? What is the content of that Brahmajnanam? And what is the result of that Brahmajnanam? That is said in the 15th mantra of this chapter, which is the second mantra for you. So we will read that. Very important mantra. Yadatma-tattvena tu brahma-tattvam Deepopameneha yuktah prapashyet Ajam dhruvam sarvatattvair vishuddham Jnatva devam muchyate sarvapashaihi Just now this tune came to my mind, but otherwise we can sing in the same manner. Yadatma tattvena tu brahma tattvam. Like that also we can chant. This came, so I did not stop. I let it go. Okay. So he says, Yada prapashye, yuktaha san prapashye. Yuktaha means yogi, the one who has practiced Ashtanga Yoga. So Yuktaha contextually, since it is a part of the second chapter, so Yuktaha means the Abhyasta Ashtanga Yoga. The one who has practiced Ashtanga Yoga, that person is called Yuktaha. Means qualified. One who has made qualified himself by practicing Ashtanga Yoga and Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampatti. That Yuktaha. Yada, when, Prapashyet, would appreciate. What? Brahma Tattvam. Tattva means the truth, the reality, which is Brahma. So, qualified person when appreciates Brahma Tattvam, the reality which is Brahman, the truth which is Brahman. How? Atma Tattvena tu. Here Ittambhave Trutya. Atma Tattva Rupena, as the very nature of oneself. So when one appreciates, when a qualified person appreciates Brahma Tattvam, the reality which is Brahman, as the very nature of oneself, tu avadharanarthe eva, Brahma Atma Tattvena eva, as the very nature of the self. Means, I am Brahma. In this manner, when a person appreciates. Atma Tattvena Brahma Tattva means this. I am Brahma. Aparokshataya, as the very nature of oneself, one appreciates Brahma. And for Atma Tattvena, the example is given. Example is given, which is given in the word Deepopamena. Deepa Upamena. Atma Tattvam is having Upama. Upama means not the breakfast we had today. Upama was there, no? Because what that is that chutney is put when it comes to me. So I don't know what is that, but I think चटनी का अभिषेक होके आता है. So not that upma, that's the upma. Is upama. That's why it's like so upama means comparison, simile. And what is the simile for Atma? Deepa, lamp. So Atma Tattvam, the nature of the self, which is having the comparison of lamp, means comparable to a lamp. Atma Tattvam is like a lamp. What is the similarity between Atma and lamp? Lamp is self-effulgent. Deepasya nanya deepecha. To see the lamp, do you require another lamp? You don't require. To see whether light has come or not. Suppose, night you had left and you had a doubt whether I have switched off or not. So that time light was not there. So you want to see whether light has come or not. For that you require another torch to see whether light has come or not. Sometimes when you are feeling sleepy, you may do that. Light has come. You have a torch now by side, so you do this. But generally when you are aware, you don't see that I require another lamp. So Deepaha is Swaprakashaha, self-effulgent. Similarly, Atma is Swaprakashaha, self-effulgent. But when we use the word self-effulgent, it creates a misunderstanding. You know what? We think that Atma is light. So when I meditate, I meditate upon Atma as light only. So I feel, even the picture is like this. You must have seen somebody is meditating and in the heart some lamp is there. Some flame they will show. So we have got orientation. Because of such description, we have orientation that Atma is in the form of light. Therefore, you are looking forward to have this Atma Darshanam, this seeing Atma in the form of light. And when you keep on thinking like this, Atma light, you will see also. So it is not difficult. If you try, it will not be difficult to see. You see some light is there in your heart. You can visualize. We are capable of imagining so many things. So these also we can imagine. And you see the light, nothing wrong. Seeing light in the heart is not wrong. But considering that light to be Atma is wrong. Seeing the light, you think that, oh, I got Atma Darshanam, I got the self-realization, something is a bright light. And that is the self-realization, etc. That is wrong. Because then what will your understanding? I am only light. And therefore anything which is not light is not Atma. And therefore, we use the word Prakasha for Atma. But Prakasha is a metaphor. It is an example. And what is the commonality between the Drishtanta and Dashtanta, the example and illustrated matter, is that both of them do not require external source to make it evident. So we use the word in case context of Atma, self-evident. Instead of self-effulgent, we use the word self-evident. Self-evident means Atma does not require any external light to become evident. External light is not required. But for manifesting as I, it requires the medium of the mind. Many people have a lot of confusion about what is the meaning of self-evident self. Self-evident self means for Atma to become evident, it does not require any external light or any other source of knowledge. It requires the medium of manifestation in the form of mind. Without mind, I am, cognition will not be there. For I am cognition to happen, mind is required. In Sanskrit, we call it abhivyanjaka. Mind is the manifester. But one who is manifesting is Atma without the light of anyone else. And that is called self-evident self. Alright. So, Deepopamena Atma Tattvena Brahma Tattvam Pashyet. Yada, when a person discovers, understands Brahma Tattvam as Atma Tattvam, which is comparable to a lamp, Iha. Iha means there are different meanings. One simple meaning will take. Iha, it means here in this life. Iha asmin janmani. In this janma itself. Tada, then you have to supply. Tada, then what happens? Ajam dhruvam sarva tattvehi vishuddham devam dhatva muchyate sarva pashe. Shvetashvatar Upanishad likes this expression. Devam dhatva sarva pashe muchyate. Minimum 4-5 times it has come. So, if tada, then muchyate, a person is released. By what? Dhatva devam. Having known this devata, Paramatma as oneself, sarva pashehi, from all binding factors, from all bondages, one becomes free. Tada, then, having known that Paramatma as Atma, person is released from all types of bondages or binding factors. And for that Deva, that Paramatma, few words are used. Ajam. We have seen how many Anadis are there? Ajam is birthless. How many? 6. So one of them is Ajam. So this Brahma, Paramatma is Ajam. This is need to be connected with Deva. Dhruvam, changeless. Sarva tattvehi vishuddham. Pure, free from Sarva Tattva, all categories. We have different categories, sometimes 24 categories, different calculations are there. Pancha karmendriyani, pancha jnanendriyani, pancha prana, pancha bhutas, mana, buddhi, chitta, ahankara, 24. They are called categories. So that is called here tattva. Sarva tattvehi vishuddham. Atma is free from any taint of all these 24 categories. Means it is asangaha, pure, free from all those categories. Why it is asanga? Because it is paramartha, paramarthika satya. It is of absolute reality. It is of the nature of absolute reality. And these tattvas are of empirical reality. And for something to impact someone, they have to be in the same reality. And since all of them are empirical, Paramatma is Paramarthika, therefore, Sarva Tattvehi Vishuddham. So, having understood this Devam, self-effulgent, Satyam Dhanam Anantam Brahma, person becomes free from all binding factors. So, with this, Ashay, in your book, Papa is? Oh, okay. And then also no problem. We can manage that also. Sarva Papa. So Papa also is one type of Pasha only. Pasha is a little wider word. Papa is one of the Pasha. Pasha means what? Pashyate, Badhyate, Aneneti Pasha. The binding factors. Papa also is binding factor. And since this word is there, Sarva Papa is, let me tell one more thing. From the standpoint of moksha, punyam api papameva. So when a person is released from papa, it doesn't mean only papa is released, punya remains. No. Papehi and punyehi cha muchyate. So the person, when he knows himself to be Paramatma, then he becomes free from all papa. What is papa? If you remember, I had given definition. Pratishiddha karma janya adrishta phalam. Invisible result of action prohibited by the scripture is called papa. And how much papa a jiva has? This innumerable papa jiva has. Punya also is there. It's like, country will have some debt also and he must have given loan also. I always wonder why you take loan, and give loan. But that's what how economy works. So we have got Punya also, Papa also. They don't cancel each other. Otherwise zero account will be there. So it doesn't happen. So Punya also there, Papa also there. The liabilities also there, assets also there. Both are there. So Papehi Muchyate. Jiva becomes free from Papa. How he becomes free from Papa? Because he understands himself to be akarta. If you remember, anantascha atma hi akarta. So he understands I am not the doer. And when doership is gone, doership based punya papa is gone. It is something like, a person has done 60, 70 murders. And so many the cases are there on him. And that person dies. What happens? Case closed. Similarly, this Karta Jiva was there. Now Karta Jiva is dead because of Atmic Dhyana. Therefore, Bhagavan what? He closes the file. Over ek Jiva khatam. So, one Jiva less. Alright. So, why Sarva Papehi Muchyate? Because of the basis of Punya Papa is Kartrutvam. That Kartrutvam is negated. And therefore he becomes free from all Papa. Alright. So with this, second chapter is completed. So now we are entering into the third chapter. So important mantra of this second chapter we can consider 5 and 15. The third chapter is not having yoga details. It is again coming back to Paramatma Swarupam, Brahmajnanam as Moksha Sadhanam, and Brahmajnana Phalam. That is the main topic of Upanishad. So there it comes back to. So in third chapter, there are 21 mantras. And as I said, the main topic is Brahma Swarupam, the nature of Brahma. And Brahman is said to be Dvividam Rupam, Sopadikam, Nirupadikam. Sopadikam means with Upadhi. Nirupadikam means without Upadhi. Now some people may say, Swamiji, Upadhi क्या होता है? I don't know whether I have explained, but let me explain. To somebody in discussion I explained. So Upadhi is, the word is explained in this manner. Upa Samipe Sthitva Swagunan Adatte iti Upadhi. And we have got a stock example, means common example. The example is of the crystal and red flower. It can be blue flower also, but generally we say red flower. I discuss. Japa Kusuma. We use the word Japa Kusuma. So example is that there is, suppose there is a crystal, and near the crystal you have kept a flower. So flower is transferring its red color to the crystal as it were. And therefore the flower is fulfilling this definition, requirements. Upa Samipe Sthitva, having remaining near something, Swagunan, its own red color, Adatte, transfers. But we have to supply as it were. Adatte iva. So red flower will be called Upadhi. In English they use the word adjunct. It is as foreign as Upadhi. If you say Upadhi means what? Adjunct. But what is adjunct? Upadhi. Some word we have to use adjunct, therefore we use bucket. Otherwise, see, adjunct really doesn't convey. Adjunct generally means something like attached to something. It's called adjunct. So it does not really, adjunct word does not exactly convey what we want to say by Upadhi. But it is only, what is English translation? So we have to tell something. Therefore we are saying, but it is not exact translation. So Upadhi means a factor which seems to transfer its quality to the adjacent thing. Like red flower seems to transfer its red color to the crystal. Crystal appears red. So crystal will be called Upahita or Sopadhika. Sopadhika means having. Upadhina saha vartate iti Sopadhika. So that which is having Upadhi is called Sopadhika. And crystal will be Upahita or Sopadhika, and flower will be Upadhi. Sometimes the word Upadhi is translated as medium of manifestation. Like sun is reflected in water or in a mirror. So mirror can be called Upadhi for the sun, or the water can be called Upadhi. Why? Because water body has got smallness, mirror has got smallness. The smallness of the mirror is transferred on the sun. We think sun is so small only. And if mirror is moving, the sun is also moving as it were. Therefore, the qualities of the mirror are as though transferred on the sun. Therefore, the mirror or water body is called Upadhi for the sun. And it also works as a medium of manifestation. Therefore, Upadhi is sometimes translated as medium of manifestation. And for Brahman, This individual body is medium of manifestation. Therefore, this body, senses, mind are called upadhi. Or the entire gross world is also a medium of manifestation. Therefore, this entire gross world consisting of stars, the moon, all of them is also upadhi. All subtle bodies put together, Sukshma Prapancha is upadhi. Maya also is upadhi. So you should know what all things are upadhi. At cosmic level, gross universe, subtle universe, and Maya are called upadhi. At individual level, gross body, subtle body, and causal body are called upadhi. So in this adhyaya, there is a description of Brahman with upadhi and without upadhi. So Brahman seen with upadhi is called Sopadika Brahma. And sometimes it is called Apara Brahma or Saguna Brahma. And Brahman without the reference of upadhi is called Nirupadika Brahma, Nirguna Brahma, Param Brahma. More we'll see in the next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnam